Hi there. Well, I've got today an engine which I did wonder whether I would ever get running. It did start to drive me a little bit nuts in the end. In the box is a Irvine Mills replica, and it's a 0.75cc, and it's an absolutely gorgeous looking engine. So we'll take a quick look at the engine and then I'll explain what the issue was with this. Okay, so great looking box, and it's a typical Irvine box, and we can see here it's a 0.75 replica diesel engine, and it's an English made engine, Irvine Engines England. So let's have a look in the box. Just be careful opening this, and I've got the instructions that came with the engine, and I always like to get the instructions. It's always quite interesting. I mean, you know, whether you learn something new or not, it's quite interesting to see what the suggestions are for the prop size and fuel and things like that. So it's nice to have those. And as I said earlier, it's a cracking looking engine. I mean, it's in absolutely lovely condition, and we've got the fuel tank on the back, compression screw, and I don't know whether you can actually see on the back plate it says Irvine England. I think that is possibly hidden by the fuel tank. But these have got an absolutely great reputation, and as I said, a lovely looking engine. Right, well, why did this engine nearly break me? Well, as you can see, it's an absolutely gorgeous looking engine. It looks like it's new. It had been apart, I think, when I was giving it, because I could see some grip marks on the head and also on the prop driver. I don't know why people do that rather than using a strap wrench. But anyway, so I thought it felt quite nice. I put a bit of after-run oil in it. I use air gun oil, and it turned over, had great compression, and just felt really nice. So I thought I'll get this straight in the test stand. Got it in the test stand, and half an hour, 3/4 of an hour of flicking it over, trying lots of different things. It wouldn't even fire once, not once. Couldn't get a pop out of it, whether I was priming it through the ports or whatever. So I brought it back to the workshop. I took it apart, and when I took off the Venturi and looked in the back of the cylinder where the fuel's supposed to go in through the liner, it was absolutely chock-a-blocked with, well, grease. I suppose it was caster, congealed caster, but it was, I've never seen an engine so blocked. So I completely stripped the engine, and there was a lot of congealed gunge inside there, and I thought, okay, so that's the problem, and cleaned it up, put it back together. And so anyway, here is a bit of video I did with this in the test stand running, and you will see it is an absolutely gorgeous engine. Anyway, have a look at this and see what you think. Right, let's see if we can get this thing fired up and running sweet. So let's fill the tank, give it a little bit of port prime, just a bit of encouragement, and if nothing else, it just makes it spin over a lot better. Oh, that's nice. Oh, and we're out of fuel, but that's running lovely now. And look at that lovely clean oil that's coming out. So let's get this filled back up and get it fired up again. But that ran really, really sweet. What were we getting? Just over 8,000 by the look of it. So, oh, what a lovely engine. There we go. Filled up. Don't know whether we need the glove or not, but let's try it on those settings. Actually, I'll just give it a little bit of a port prime, just to give it a little bit of encouragement. And we're back out of fuel. Oh, what a lovely engine. Right, gotta have one more run, best of 3, and the oil is lovely and clean, so we'll just top it up. And again, a little bit of a port prime, seemed to work nicely last time, and leave the settings as they are. And we're out of fuel. Well, what can I say? What an absolutely gorgeous engine. I mean, that was running nearly, well, it was over 8,000, nearly 8,500, I think, and it just ran beautifully. And when we backed off the compression, just over 4,000, it ran as steady as anything. And that start, just a port prime and a flick, and away we go. No hesitation at all. Didn't need to alter the settings, just flick it and it's away. I'm blown away by this engine. What more can you ask for from an engine? I mean, this is it. It's just absolutely lovely. Well, I hope you've enjoyed watching this Irvine Mills replica run. I've really enjoyed running it. I can't wait to get this in a model, and I have a few different designs in mind, as you'd expect. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed watching it. Thanks very much.